Up to the line for the restart. The second row of the grid half empty. This time we race green. Rashid from grid 4. De facto grid 2 is in second place. A clean, thankfully safe restart. Second time round, and we're underway with pre-final A for OKJ here at Adria Raceway. Anatoly Kavalkin in the race lead. We are minus Stolchamanis and Enzo Deligny. Miguel Costa was able to make the restart after just avoiding the worst of that accident off the first aborted start. And the Brazilian, who did not qualify so well, had some storming heat runs yesterday, finishing 16th, or starting from 16th and finishing 6th, 7th and 6th as Rashid takes the lead. That's Flutzer in third place. So we'll keep one eye on the Brazilian driver from Florida in USA, wearing the replica colours of the late great Ayrton Senna. He's already up to P8. Rashid, meanwhile, has taken the lead in form at the right time of the weekend in 3:01. That is Kavalkin, the pole sitter, in P2. That is Kavalkin, the pole sitter, in P1 as he retakes the top place. Down the inside, Flutzer almost tries to take the second Kart Republic. Rashid holds him off. So the order is Kavalkin, Rashid Al-Daheri, Lucas Flutzer. That's Maximilian Popov, 3-2-4 for Ward Racing. The Russian in P4. The Russian is also in the lead as Lucas dives down the inside. Flutzer, he's now the top Kart Republic, goes by Rashid. That was a nice pass. He's got speed this morning. Let me count, 1, 2, 3, third of the 4 Flutzer siblings. Older brother Lorenzo racing in the Formula Regional Euro Champs. Luna Flutzer, she's racing with us this weekend in 60 Mini. Lucas Flutzer from Mallorca in the middle of the Mediterranean, now up into second place. Rashid back to third, Flutzer down the inside, and Rashid follows him through. The KRs go 1-2. Kavalkin, the pole sitter, in the parallel, the Russian back to third. Popov, the Russian, he's there in fourth. He's just been attacked by the kleine Pilot van the Netherlands. That is René Lammers. A WSK Champions Cup Supermasters Series and Euro Series champion René Lammers is now inside the top 5. Tiziano Monza is there in the Sauber Kart Republic. Kavalkin falls back a place as Flutzer leads from Rashid. He just took Kavalkin for third. René Lammers, Popov, we told you to watch Miguel Costa. He's up to 6th place. There he is. He's coming. He's quick. The Sauber Kart Republic. He's got his teammate behind. Maxim Orlov is behind, or ahead of Tiziano Monza in the second Sauber KR. But it is Lucas, 307, who is racing away to dominate the pre-final here this morning. Kavalkin down the inside retakes third place. It is getting messy, and all the while, the Spaniard is pulling away. There's Maximilian Popov, 3-2-4 for Ward Racing. Took a heat win, did the boy from Sochi in the south of Russia yesterday afternoon. And he's got superb speed in the Vortex Power Tony Cup. They come across the line. Lucas Flutzer with a 49.478 in the lead from Anatoly Kavalkin. René Lammers, Maximilian Popov makes it 2 Russians inside the top 4. There is the Ward Racing Tony Kart. He dives down the inside and takes René Lammers. The Dutchman goes back to P4. Then it's Rashid. Then it's Costa. There is the golden helmet of Miguel in 3-4-0 ahead of Maxim Orlov, Krapin, Tiziano Monza, Gauda, Cardenas, Dinos Troescu as Popov. He's now the second top Russian. He was. Lammers takes him back. This is getting messy. Costa, we told you to watch him. There he is in P5. He's on the charge as Flutzer pulls away. He's got nearly 1 second over this battle for third place, right back through to 10th. Dion Gauda, the Singaporean for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, as we lose one in the background. Going off the circuit, Alexander Bondarev and Griffin Peebles, the Australian and the Ukrainian, come together and they are out. Ed Robinson also looked as though he was involved in that, but he's gone through the Spanish bridge, or the British Spaniard, in the 317 Forza racing cart. He's in the final qualifying position at the moment. As Popov down the inside. This is a race where they are losing a ton of time. They're racing for position, but all the while Flutzer is just driving away. His lead is .999 from Anatoly Kavalkin. Rene Lammers. There's Costa. And there is a Griffin Peoples kart in the background. The Australian is out. Racing with Koski Motorsport, showed superb speed. As did all the drivers for Koski Motorsport, to be honest. And his race and his weekend is now over. And the same can be said for the Greek-Ethiopian Vasilios Gavrilos Mikalidis, who has retired the 328 Ricky Flynn Motorsport car. Costa down the inside goes P3. What a move, he's been repassed by Rene on the exit. And Popov, he just dives down the inside as well and takes the place away. This is a messy race. The heats yesterday and Friday, for that matter, were relatively clean. And the best proof of that is the fact that there were very few bumper penalties given on a dry circuit. It was actually a sedate couple of days racing, surprisingly, here at Adria. On a dry circuit, we raced 48 heats starting midday on Friday. It's been a brilliant weekend so far, thankfully always on a dry circuit. As we watch Robinson, Loritz, Clausen and Mac Bishop go through. Heitor Farias as well. This battle rages on. Popov, Orlov. That's Maxim Orlov, 334 in the Paralympic. Costa, 340, the Sauber Republic. Flutzer with a superb lead, 9/10 of a second, controlling the pace, controlling the race. As Konstantin Krapin in the Lennox Racing Charles Leclerc kart gets himself into this battle as well. There are 4 Russians inside the top 6. As Maximilian puts the blind down on the radiator, races down into turn 1. Costa from Krapin, from Orlov, Rashid back to 7 after running briefly in P2 earlier on this morning. In this pre-final, there's Kavalkin, the pole sitter, going through. We wait for Popov, Costa, Krapin, Orlov and Rashid Al-Daheri. Dion Gouda makes the move, does the Singaporean as the rest of the field fall through. Molnar, Newman Cheek, Bradley Matchman, Karol Kaminski, Lanolati, Valentin Herdovas, Daniel Mualim, the Israeli, and Oscar Repeto. The Monegasque driver, the final runner, we have lost Vasilios Gavrilos, Mikalidis, Tamar Konse, Bondret, Peebles, and of course Stolchamanis and Delini out before the start. So into the second half of pre-final A, the WSK Final Cup. Flutzer, 7/10 of a second. He has been caught by Kavalkin. And Popov in P3, Costa in P4. Krapin, Orlov, Gouda, Rashid Al-Daheri, Dinos Struescu from Bucharest in Romania. He's up into P9 for Gold Star Racing. Rene Lammers has fallen back to 10th place. Good drive from Maciej Guadish. He's up into 11th place after starting grid 19 as Dion dives down the inside. The Singaporean takes the place for Ricky Flynn Motorsport. He goes by Konstantin Krapin, the Lennox Racing Charles Leclerc kart. And the leaders 1-2. Anatoly Kavalkin looks over his shoulder. It's a long way back to his countryman Maximilian. Leads Miguel Costa. The Russian son of a Top Gun. Literally, his father is a jet fighter pilot in the nation we once knew as the former Soviet Union. Maximilian from the Russian Grand Prix city of Sochi, down on the Black Sea. He's in P3 at the moment. Costa, Orlov, Gouda. We have to look at position 17 because at the moment that is being held by the Dane Loritz Sash. The final qualifying position. Ed Robinson at the moment is out. Needs to move up 1 place. He's still got time. Another 6 laps remaining. The first 17 from the first two pre-finals go through to race the final this afternoon. Flutzer has certainly been caught. The gap down to 3/10 of a second to Kavalkin. Then as Popov disappears down the bottom of your screen. Costa, Orlov, Rashid Al-Daheri, Krapin, Gouda. We go back in the pack. Mac Bishop now up into P15. There is Lanolati, Daniel Mualim going through. And Oscar Repeto, the final driver on debut in WSK competition. Tiziano Monza in 16th has just done a 49.173. The Sauber Republic of the Singaporean, his teammate Costa is in position 4. Flutzer has certainly been caught. This is for pole position. Or certainly a front row grid start for the final of the WSK Final Cup. later this afternoon here at Adria Raceway. Kavalkan's got him. 4 laps remaining in pre-final A. The Paralin on the back of the Kart Republic. Lucas Flutzer has driven superbly, made a brilliant start to take the lead in 3:07. One of 4 Flutzer siblings, as we mentioned. Older brother Lorenzo now racing in Formula 4 and Formula 3. Older sister Liesl Bell, she's watching on live from their home in Mallorca in the middle of the Mediterranean. And of course, little Anita, we'll see her in action later this afternoon in the 60 Mini pre-final. She's been a star, but at the moment her older brother leads pre-final A for OKJ at Adria Raceway. The WSK Final Cup. Kavalkan, though, is right on the tail of the Spaniard. Lucas Flutzer, the half-Brit, half-Spaniard, looks over his right shoulder. The Russian is coming. 3 laps remaining in pre-final A. The Paralin, will he dive down the inside? Kavalkan just drives by, and the ruthless racing Russian retakes the lead. Started from pole position. The lead was exactly 1 second halfway through this race, but Kavalkan just reeled him in. Lucas sits there in a safe second for the moment. It's a long way back to Costa, who's in 3rd. Popov in 4th. Olaf in 5. Rashid from Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. He's in position 6 in the 3:01. Rashid Al-Daheri, he won the first race of the 2021 season, the WSK Champions Cup. And of course, a week later, the first round of the WSK Supermaster Series way back in February. That was for Team Paralin. That's the kart that leads the race. It still takes some getting used to see Rashid in 3:01. There he is from Abu Dhabi, the Grand Prix city, which will host the season final of the FIA Formula 1 World Championship at the Yas Marina Grand Prix circuit in a couple of weeks' time. Takes some getting used to see young Rashid in Kart Republic colours after so much success in Paralin. But the team from Bassano del Grappa, their Russian star, leads the pre-final here this morning. Lucas is staying with him. Costa P3, Popov 4, Olaf 5. The final qualifying position at the moment is the Hungarian Martin Molnar for the Revesh Racing Team. Mac B, that's Macaulay Bishop, he's in position 16. A stunning drive from grid 26. First time in WSK for the Brit. First time ever at Adria. He's got the 2-time British champion Harrison Thomas as his mechanic this weekend. The boy from Rye House, Hoddesdon in the north of London, looking to hold on for another lap to race the final this afternoon as Popov goes down the inside and takes Costa on the last lap of the race. That's a grid position for the final. Later, Kavalkan will start from the front row of the grid for the final. If he holds on for another few hundred metres, don't do anything silly, Lucas. It'll be a second row start for the British Spaniard in the Kart Republic. Kavalkan from pole position goes down through the chicane for the final time. The checkered flag is about to wave. It is the Paralin of Kavalkan to start on the front row of the grid for the final of the junior pre-final, or the junior final cup later this afternoon. Flutzer second, across the line third is Popov. Costa, Rashid 5. Olaf, there's Lammers ahead of Kutskov, Krapin, Gauda, Kuadish. Salim Hernandez is through in 12, Monza 13. Cardenas in the Energy 14, Dinos Troescu 15. Macaulay Bishop, Mac B, is through to the final in 16th, and the final qualifier as Daniel Mualam crosses the line just ahead of the Monegasque driver in the DR kart, Oscar de Peto. The final qualifier for the Revesh Racing Team, it's the Hungarian Martin Molnar.